G'day everybody, welcome back to the channel. Well, the speakers have arrived. So these are the next speakers into the channel for review. Truck's just leaving. I'll get these up into my house and into the listening room so that you guys can get a chance to have a listen to them. But here they are, they've just arrived, and they will soon be in the listening room for all of us to have a look at and a listen to. Stay tuned for that. But these are the Italian Zingali speakers, have just arrived and about to come in for review, so stay tuned for that. Talk soon. G'day everybody, welcome back to the channel. Well, here we go. Now, my good wife Tina is filming this because I need to be hands-free, but I'll get her to just zoom over there and show you the other speaker that we've already pulled out of the box, and you can see what we're looking at here. These things are absolute things of beauty. They really do look amazing, and so what we're going to do now is we're going to unbox the second one so you guys can see exactly what happens when we unbox them. So I'll start cutting some tape and we'll unbox them. I did the first one, so at least that way I knew that what I was doing in case there was anything special that needed to be considered, but it all happens fairly easily here. Just bear with me. This has been a little bit, of course it's going to be more difficult than the other side. Okay, so that's all I need for the razor blade. So we've obviously got a cardboard and polystyrene arrangement there. Then you can see it's sitting on a timber base, which is quite sturdy, and they are nice and wrapped up. So what we'll do is we'll get them out of the box now, and you'll see what we're dealing with. Now, they aren't the smallest things in the world, obviously, and they do have a bit of weight to them. So bear with me while I get a grip on them, slide it out, and we can just walk them out the box. And then we pop that box out of the way there, and then off comes the plastic, and then we have the foam, and there we go. That's probably a little difficult to see, so we'll get them back so that you can have a good look around them. So Tina, if you just want to do a bit of a pan around the whole speaker. Binding posts there at the back, dual binding posts. But as you can see, they look beautiful. They're a lovely shape. I really like what I'm seeing. Yeah, so I'm really liking what I'm seeing so far. They look to be quite nice. So we'll get this one over here in place, so that we then they're relatively, compared to my Wilsons, they are fairly easy to maneuver around. You can walk them back into place, get them sort of roughly, which is probably something like about there at this point. I'll get out of the road, and you can sort of get an idea as to what they look like. So clearly they're nice things, and there you have it. That is unboxing of the Zingalis. So I'll get them wired up and we'll film having a first listen to them. You will be with me when we first turn them on and have a listen to them. So you're going to hear this exactly the same time as I do. So stay tuned and we'll talk real soon. G'day everybody. Oh, here we go. Just got these things set up. Just turned everything on. So I'll zoom in here and show you what's happening. So we're playing with the OAD Ultra Fidelity pre and power amp. We're streaming from Roon through the MPT8 and then down to the MPD8 and then out to the Zingalis. So that is the signal path. Hopefully this won't get blocked, but let's see what things sound like. This is the first time I have ever heard these. So you're hearing this. You may well have heard these before, but I am hearing them for the very first time. So one of my test tracks for a very first listen is this right here. So I've got it loaded up, ready to go. Let's press play and let's listen. I think first up, set up, I mean, I have a spot obviously where I have things set up, so I know roughly where I need them to be, and roughly where I've got them set up, they were imaging really well. Soundstage was great, wide, past the outside of the speakers. I mean, that's a really lovely song. Beautifully recorded in 192.24, I think. Is it 30? Yeah, 192.24. So initial thoughts are, these are pretty much dialed in roughly where I'd want them. I mean, I'll do a little bit more fine tuning just to make sure I'm 100% happy with where they are in the room. But I don't know what you thought. Please don't forget, comment below. You heard them as I heard them. Hopefully you heard my commentary over the top of the music. But as I was hearing things that I listened for in that initial listening, I was verbalizing. So hopefully you heard that. I am pretty impressed first up out of the box. I had never heard these, but I had been wanting to hear them. They are pretty damn good first, in that first initial listen. I'll do a bit more fine tuning, get them 100% where I'm happy with them. I'll plug them into the Vitus monos at some point. We'll have a listen to them through those as well. But initial thoughts are, I like what I'm hearing. These are quite efficient as well. I'll talk to you further about the stats and exactly all about them and what they cost in this country and so on and so forth. But my initial thoughts are really good. I've got them further back than my Wilsons because they're ported at the bottom, so they can actually go back into the room a bit further. So I'm further away from them than what I would be with my Wilsons, and that seems to not hurt them at all. Being a horn-loaded thing, I will be mindful of that to make sure that I do give myself enough distance away from them and get the toe in perfect on them, just so I know exactly I've got them right. But where that initially is, they're imaging perfectly in the middle. From what I could tell, I'll have a bit more of a fiddle to see if I can sharpen the focus up anymore. But I like what I'm hearing, guys. These sound pretty damn good first cab off the rank. They are burnt in. These aren't new. These are the fellow that's importing these into Australia. They are his personal speakers, so they are not brand new. So what we're hearing here is as good as they get. But I like what I'm hearing. They sound pretty damn good. Please don't forget, comment below. Tell me what you think. I'm really interested on that initial play of that track, what you thought initially. We'll play more. Obviously, they're in the room now for a while, so we're going to have a good listen to them and make sure we get a chance to really pick the bones through them. And then I'll obviously be giving a final thoughts video when all is said and done. please don't forget to like this stuff. If you are enjoying what I'm doing, don't forget to like it. And if you haven't subscribed, people, what the heck are you doing? Seriously, press the subscribe button. That helps me no end. If I can build this up, then we can push this out. I've said it before, I'll say it again. It's what I want to do. I want to get people seeing this stuff, and I want to build an Aussie audiophile family. So be sure to do those two things for me. It means the world to me. I very much appreciate it. Appreciate every single one of you. We've hit 1,000 and we're heading up north of that now. So let's see what we can do with this and build it. And don't forget, let me know what you want to see on the channel. If I can get hold of it, I'll bring it to you. You'll be able to hear it here on an Aussie audiophile. So until we talk again, and that'll be listening to some more of this stuff, hang around. There's heaps more to come soon. Oh, another quick thing that I do need to talk to you about, and I don't know if I can actually get them, but the resistors for the Wilsons have arrived. So I just need some instruction because they are a little bit different from the Wilson resistors. They have 2 legs on either side instead of 1. So I just need to chat to John to make sure I know exactly what I'm doing when I put them in. And then we'll get those back in the room at some point, and we will have a listen to those with the brand new resistors. Now, these resistors are the best in the world. They are the best money can buy. They are better than the Wilson resistors. So I'm going to show you when I install them, and we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to have a first listen to my speakers again with the new resistors in to see if I can hear any improvement. But the resistors are a higher tolerance, the best money can buy, I'm told, these foil resistors. So we'll get those in, we'll have a listen to those, and it should be pretty interesting to see what we get there after these come out of the room. And I'll do an unboxing video of those resistors. I know they're here. They arrived today with the speakers, two separate deliveries. Still waiting on stacks. I heard from Josh. Josh said that he hopes to have the footers here about mid-January. So that should give me enough time with the Zingalis, and then we can bring those in and we can start doing a shootout with the footers underneath the Wilsons. And so there's heaps to come. There's tons of stuff coming up. I've got even more things in the pipe coming through. So stay tuned, hang around, enjoy this, and we'll talk soon.